Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a smoky eye. It was supposed to be a natural smoky eye. I'm thinking it didn't turn out too natural. I definitely got carried away. But that's okay because I still think it looks good. Yeah, if you want to see how to get this look, just keep watching. Now you guys are pretty up close and personal. I'm going to get started on this look. So to start the eye look, I am using this real fluffy BH Cosmetics brush that looks like this. And I'm going in with the shade Charmer from the Tarte and Bloom palette. It's the real pale shade all the way at the top. And I'm just brushing it all over my eye, kind of as a base. Just a starting point to blend powder on powder. So this is the shade Smarty Pants, and I'm just going to work that in the crease. Now, if you're like me, I have quite a fold in my eyelid. You can see it's a pretty big fold. So when I apply my crease shadows, I don't necessarily go in the fold. I kind of go right above the fold. That way you can still see the color when my eyes are open normally. And I'm just working this back and forth. Little circular motions.
Forever, stop in time. Yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, hold tight.
And I'm just going to keep adding it until I feel I have the shade I want. These Tarte shadows are really easy to blend. So if you're looking for a nice palette, I definitely recommend looking at any Tarte eyeshadow palette because they blend out really nice. Now that we've added that color into our crease and the outer corner, I'm just going back in with the big fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just doing back and forth motions on the top of my eye just to blend out that color into the brow bone. Next, we are going to use the shade Jet Setter, which is this shade here. It's just a darker, cool brown, and we're going to use that shade to go right into our crease and outer corner. So the outer half of our crease and the outer corner of our eye. So we're not going to take this color all the way in. We're just going to focus right here and down here in the outer V. And swoop it up. And I'm stopping right about here. And just keep going until you build it up to the color that you'd like. And again, I'm just going to take this big fluffy brush and just blend over the edges again. That way nothing is harsh and it all blends right together. Next, we are going to go in with a super soft but smaller blending brush from BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to take the shade Activist, which is a real chocolatey brown. This is where we're going to get our depth and dimension from. So lightly pick up that color because you don't want to overdo it. And you're just going to start, and I tap it on the outer corner. Just to get the color on there. We're going to tap it right in here. And then you can just start going in with small little swipes and circular motions. I'm going to go in again just to pick up a little more color. Alright, so now that we have our dark outer corner done, I'm just going in with a Wet n Wild brush. Looks like this, just flat. And I'm going back into the shade Flower Child, which is just this really light shade right here. And I'm just picking that up on my brush and I'm laying it on my lid. So this is going to help brighten it up. And once I lay it down, I'm going to take my M441 brush from Morphe and just blend over the crease so it meshes together. I'm going to go in with NYX gel liner. Looks like this. And I'm just taking a Sephora angled liner brush, like this one, and dipping it in. And I like to dip it in the liner and then smear it in the cap so that I don't have too much product on my brush. And we're just going to basically tightline the top lash line.
Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping.
Next, I'm just going to add some mascara. I'm using the Lash Flash Volume by CoverGirl. And I'm not curling my lashes, just mascara, because I'm putting the falsies on. Today I'm going to use the MakeupShayla and Flutter lashes in Islay. They come in a box like this. This is what the lash looks like. Really pretty and wispy. I'm going to go ahead and just use my lash glue, which is the Duo Adhesive Eyelash in Clear White. So we're going to move on to the face. For face, starting, we are going to use the Hangover RX Primer from Too Faced. I'm just going to do one little pump of that in my fingers and just press it into my T-zone. Today's foundation is going to be the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I love this foundation. Probably my favorite drugstore foundation. It looks like this. I'm using it in shade 125 Nude Beige. It's slightly dark for me, so I grabbed this really light shade out of my drawer, which is a L'Oreal True Match. It's in shade W2. Super pale. See? Really, really light. But just a couple dabs of that will help lighten this foundation so that it matches me. I'm just going to dab the foundation on my face. It actually looks like it matches me on camera.
Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight.
Now that I have the foundation dabbed all over my face, I'm just going in with my Morphe Beauty Sponge, and I'm just going to blend that out. I use my beauty sponge damp. I think most people do. It definitely helps add moisture to the skin while you're putting on your foundation. Make sure to always bring it down your neck, whether it's with another brush, your beauty blender, whatever it is, because even if it's the same skin tone, foundation just looks different than your actual skin. I mean, you can get foundation that looks really close to looking like natural skin, but you still look like you have something on your skin. So. Now time for concealer. I'm using Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Neutral. Under my eyes, help brighten my chin, my forehead, and down the bridge of my nose. And I'm just going to blend it out with my beauty sponge again. Alright, to set our face and our concealer, I'm using the Airspun powder, and I'm just dipping my beauty sponge in and pressing it into my skin, under my eyes, my chin, bridge of my nose, and my forehead. Then I go in and I take like a flat top brush. I'm using one from BH Cosmetics, and I just grab a little bit of the powder and tap it around my face. That way when I put on bronzer and blush, everything blends better because powder on powder blends better than powder on liquid. For bronzing today, I'm just using Hoola and Hoola Light. These two here. This is the Benefit Cheek Ray palette. And I'm actually going to use the brush that comes in the palette. I actually like these little brushes. I feel they get in there pretty good. So I'm just starting with Hoola Light. Top of my ear. Bringing it down in little circular motions. I'm going to dip into Hoola, the original Hoola shade, a little bit, just to get a little deeper and just concentrate it up here. And some on this side.
Open eye.
And I'll bronze my foreheads with it. My forehead. I only have one. I mean my temples.
Hold tight, chemicals collide.
And then to bronze my chin, jawbone, neck area, I like to use a big fluffy brush. This is the large powder brush F30 from Sigma. It is my favorite brush. I love it.
Paint the skies, only you.
So now that we have added our bronzer, I think that the powder has sat long enough and baked our face. So I'm just taking that flat top brush and I'm actually going to just press the powder in as I brush it away. I just feel this helps me longer throughout the day, keep my makeup in place, not get as oily, stop creasing. I still get creasing, I just have wrinkly under eyes, so I really can't help it. And I just press it in. There we go. Alright, next step is to add some blush. So I'm just going to use the Milani Luminoso blush, which I'm pretty sure everybody uses. It's the best. And I'm just going to take a blush brush by BH Cosmetics. Came in one of my little kits. And I'm going to add that to my cheeks. I just kind of tap it along and then swoosh it in. Ta-da! Now it's time to highlight. I am using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. It's like this. It is in the shade Precious Petals. Super pretty. And I am using a Morphe M50 brush. Other side. And I just use my finger so I can tap it on the tip of my nose and down the bridge, and then I'll take the brush and just brush over it lightly. And I'll add some to my Cupid's bow. And do the same thing. Now that we are done with that, we can move back to the eyes. I'm just going to smoke out the bottom lash a little bit. So I'm going to go back into my Tarte and Balloon palette and take this Morphe M432 brush, which is a flat definer brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Jet Setter and just go over the whole bottom lash line with that. Now you can leave it at that if you want, but I'm going to add a little bit of Activist too. That's the super chocolatey shade. And I'm going to leave it on the outside of the eye, like so. And I'm just going to add some mascara to my bottom lashes now. I'm just using the Lash Blast by CoverGirl.
By the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight.
Now the next thing is a lip. And I'm going to use my new favorite lip color. I've been using this lip color so much lately. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lip in Lovely. This is a beautiful pinky color.
Dripping lights paint the skies. Only you.
Okay, so to set my face, I'm just going to use the Maybelline Master Fix Setting Spray. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. I really appreciate you guys watching, so thank you for watching. Please subscribe, maybe give the video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!